In previous in previous videos, we have learned how to create the remote repositories, which means that the local repositories that we have created on our local computer, how do we push it online? So we used to push it online by using git command, git add origin, these commands like these. Okay, so what are these remote repositories? Remote repositories are basically the ones we push to the remote places like GitHub or Bitbucket, etc. Okay, so I'll give you more explanation about that. So let's say this is my repository. I go ahead and copy the link which I need to use while making git clone. So this is my directory where I keep all my projects, and I want to go ahead and clone this particular project that is there online into my local directory. So if I use git clone and I want to clone it into a folder called Imran testing, what this is going to do is going to create a copy of this entire directory which is there online, entire repository, into my local directory called Imran testing. So let me go to Imran testing directory now. And sure enough, if I check, I've got all of the files that are there online into my local directory Imran testing because I've cloned it. Okay, cool. Now what has actually happened, this repository is actually the remote repository because it is available online and we've got it cloned from there. Okay, so if the repository that you want to clone is present locally, then you can clone it, or if it's there online also you can clone it. And then if you if you do git remote, then you will see that it has created this origin. Okay, so when you clone a repository, Git creates a copy of that repository as remote repository, okay, which is called origin. So because we have cloned the repository from online, Git has actually created a copy of that repository as remote repository, and this copy is called origin, and that's why you're able to see all the files inside of it. Okay, so this copy that is created, this which has been cloned from online repository, is called origin. And okay, all right. So it is called origin because the copy of your repository originated from that particular remote repository which was there online. Okay, so repeating that back again, it is called origin because the copy of your repository was originated from that particular remote repository. So because it was originated from this remote repository, that's why the name is given as origin. So this origin is containing the copy of the remote repository which has been copied to your local directory. Okay, so if we run the git remote command, we can see that the remote repository called origin is available to this repository which you've just done. Okay, this origin folder will not be found. Okay, so this origin folder will not be found in your main directories. If you go and check ls, you will see it is not there. Okay, so where is this located? Where is this origin folder located? So for that, what you need to do is you do lsa, and you can see there is a git directory because it's a git repository. Go inside that, and inside git you need to go to refs. So there's a folder called refs, so go to refs, check what's inside of this. You can see there is remotes, and sure enough you can see inside of the remote folder, which is inside of the .git directory, there exists the origin directory. Yeah, and this is what we were looking for. This is the origin. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, that was just a small explanation of this remote repository. What happens whenever you pull a repository from online, it creates a copy of that remote repository and it names it as origin, and that resides inside of the .git directory, which inside of the refs directory, which is inside of the .git directory of your main directory. Okay, Perfect. I'll see you in the next video.